Now, I am really nervous if you couldn't tell. This is my second time doing stand-up. The first time was for an audience of 1,000 people I had never met, and now there's a couple hundred people that I know really well. So, and also last time I didn't have Taco Hell before this or IBS. So we're gonna see how this goes. Now, the last time I did this, my mentor told me, try and be relatable to your audience. So I said, okay, let's talk about elementary school. Everyone went to elementary school, right? I heard some no's, or some quiet people, and that meant you probably were in a cult. I'm sorry about that, truly. But, so, you know how in elementary school, anyone that had to go to the office, everyone would be like, oh, I want to go with them. I want to go with them. And so, this is a story about that. I was reading, this is back when I liked to read before high school. I'm looking at you, Runyon. No, I'm just kidding. I love the Crucible. Now, I was getting up to sharpen a pencil, and all of a sudden, I slip. And I go, I should laugh. I get up, I'm thinking, nobody saw that. I'm cool as a chicken. I don't know. And all of a sudden I go, oh, why is the pencil stuck in my face? Now, I start to panic, and my teacher, who happened to be a nurse before she started teaching, also started to panic, because she had never seen that. And she told us about a guy that wiped out on a motorcycle and how she had to pick the pebbles individually out of his leg. Yeah, third grade was rough. Now, and so was it for that biker. Now, everyone goes, I want to take him to the nurse, I want to take him to the nurse. So even though I could walk, I was carried to the nurse. Not like a king, but like someone was like, you know? Okay, so we get to the nurse, and the nurse goes, I can't fix that. And I go, I know. And so she goes, everyone else leave. So we hop in the back of the principal's car. And I go, ooh, this is nice. Now, the reason we were in the principal's car is because my parents weren't picking up the phone. You wanna know why? My mom was getting a colonoscopy. Love you, Mom! Now, she told me not to tell anyone that, so oops. But there is no but of the joke there, it's just what was happening. So eventually, we get to the hospital, and I'm laying in this bed, and I'm thinking, I am so glad that it landed right here, because otherwise I would have shown up to school tomorrow with either 3 nostrils or an eye patch. And listen, pirates were only cool in the 2000s, and I didn't want a 3rd nostril, so I was like, thank you. Now, to get the pencil out of my face, they tape a styrofoam cup to me to prop it up. And I'm like, oh, so you're muzzling me like a dog. And they probably did that because they knew they would never get to shut me up ever again. And all of my teachers that are here are like, mm-hmm. So they finally get it out. They give me 1 stitch. And I'm like, ooh, I got a scar that I can show everyone at school tomorrow. And so my mom, she's waking up from her colonoscopy. And I'm just like, hi, Mom. And she's like, ugh. Why are you here? And I'm like, love you too, dear. So fast forward to the next day, I'm at school, and I'm like, okay, listen up, class. Whose bag was on the floor? Whose bag did I slip and fall on? It was my bag. But I gaslit that entire class into believing that it was them. And I believe that I'm the first person to ever gaslight an entire group of people. Now, moral of the story is, if you can't laugh at yourself, how in the hell are you going to laugh at somebody else? Also, read my shirt because it's very funny. Thanks. Have a good night, everyone.